Everybody, welcome to the Survivor 48 pre-show. My name is Randy. You probably forgot that because I have been nowhere to be found as of late. Ollie, don't shake your head. I have been busy. I have been busy, but I am back. And another lovely, incredible woman who is back this week is Avery, who's also been super busy as well. Yes. We're also joined by Ollie and our newest podcast member, Tori, who you met her last week. You guys did a phenomenal job holding down the fort. So thank you. Thank you.
We know.
Nice work, Ollie. We were aware. We know.
I know instantly that Ollie was talking to you, Tori, about we might as well just kick Randy off the island, off the podcast. And I'm telling you right now, he's a bad influence. Don't listen to a single thing that guy says.
Wait, we're not kicking him off right now.
I can tell.
Oh no, you're fine, Avery. Same Randy. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just me. I miss a couple podcasts, and Ollie's like, "We're done, Randy. You're done. Give me everything." But no, it is lovely to have all of you guys here. If you guys are watching live, either on YouTube or SurvivorNowPodcast.com, go ahead and hit us up in the chat. We have our Ancient Voices chat. We love to hear from you guys. Let's see. Hollow is here. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Wild West is in here. By the way, round of applause to Wild West. He also joined us for the after show last week. And I didn't get a chance to let you know how much I appreciated you, my man. I've just been super busy. But if you guys didn't check out the after show last week, it was phenomenal. It was Tori. It was Abraham. No, Abraham wasn't there. It was Bruce. It was Matthew. And it was, Wild West. Bad influence, and that's on me. Yes, definitely. And then Gemini's in the chat as well. Hello, everyone. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to start with Avery first. Avery, we haven't had you for a couple weeks now, so welcome back. If you want to tell everyone what you've been doing, that's up to you. But the thing I wanted to ask you is, how are you enjoying Survivor 48 so far? We are 2 weeks into the season, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
All right. First of all, I've been all over the place. I was in Ohio, and then it was Ash Wednesday, so I was at church. So I missed the last two, unfortunately. Luckily, you guys blur out your opinions in our group chat about the episode, because I was going to be real mad if I got any spoilers. So thankful to you guys for that. But I'm liking it so far. I think last week's episode was it wasn't as crazy as I expected it to be with the recent seasons. It was still good. I'm really mad that Kevin got voted out. He was my winner pick this season. But I think my favorite moment so far is definitely Joe and Eva. They're just, I love their relationship. I think it's beautiful, and I'm really excited to see where that goes.
Do you feel like you cursed Kevin a little bit, Avery? Because I feel this every year when I pick a winner.
I think I do every season, because last season Tiana got voted out. It's just unluck. I feel like I need to go against my gut next season.
the person you think's going home first, just have them be the your winner pick for the entire season. Tori, we haven't had a chance to podcast together, so I wanted to go to you about what you're thinking of the season so far. Obviously, you and Ollie broke down kind of last week on the pre-show, the premiere, kind of how the season got started. There was a lot of interesting dynamics and a lot of interesting characters, a lot of interesting storylines. Obviously, Avery brought up one of the biggest ones right now with Joe and Eva and kind of what's going on with their dynamics. What did you think after week 2? Now, watching this episode play out, does it continue to go in the right direction for you in terms of a Survivor season?
I am also really liking this season. And yes, Ollie and I broke a lot of stuff down, and at the after show we did as well. I was also a big fan of Joe and Eva. Joe, I think, is my favorite player this season so far. He's always the type of player that I feel like I gravitate towards in terms of who's my favorite and who I'm sort of rooting for. And so I'm still really rooting for him, and I'm liking Eva as well. Loving the drama. I love to see a little bit of a rivalry going on. So we've got that going on green. And I also I kind of mentioned this on the after show, but I also kind of appreciate the fact that we're getting good advantages and we're getting good twists already, but there's not so many steps. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. I just feel like the past couple of seasons and just in the new era in general, we've gotten advantages that have been good in theory. But last season, for example, Sam found, and a couple people found an advantage, and then they opened it and it was like this next step. And do you take the next step? It was just too much. So that's one thing I really appreciated seeing this season. Yes, they had the decoder, but once they figured that out, it was good.
Yeah, Ollie, I mean, to piggyback off Tori, you did the pre-show with her last week, and she brought up a really good point. It's been a fun season. She said how Joe has kind of like taken America by storm. Like everyone is just the biggest Joe fan, myself included. And we started to see some drama last week. We started to see tribal lines kind of pan out. Like, what did you think after last week's episode, and what moment really stuck out to you in terms of kind of navigating these alliances? And you could also touch base on that rivalry that we saw at Tribal Council between Mary and Say, which seems like it's going to be good television moving forward on that tribe.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just processing. That was a lot of questions.
Yeah, I know, you know how I work, Ollie. I left for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. That's why I ignore you. Yeah, so I mean, the dynamics on kind of just each tribe are really getting interesting. And I will say that continued on social media. Keep an eye on it. For anyone that watches our Saturday show, I look at all the social media. I had a lot last week. But yeah, obviously, Laggy, there is a lot going on. We saw a lot of dynamics, kind of everyone going against Star and how they want to use. Obviously, Star got the idol, and everyone was kind of deciding what she would do with it. So that's where I feel like that's going to come into play. Obviously, you've got this 4 strong on Siva with Mitch and Charity kind of on the outs, but Mitch has been very open about his advantage. And yeah, you mentioned this rivalry on like I don't know this rivalry you speak of. I know it as a mother off. There is a mother off going on.
I like the terminology.
between. I mean, I'm gonna go give Adrian his flowers because that is it is. Yeah, Say and Mary. I love both of them, and I really do want both of them to somehow come together. That would be so sick. But I feel like even in the promos that we've seen for this week, we see like there's a level of respect, which is good. But yeah, it's definitely going to be spicy. I can see the spiciness coming.
Okay, well let me kind of piggyback off that what you just said. This mother off. I love the terminology. That's what we're going to use moving forward. So between Mary and Say, do you guys, and anyone who wants to take the floor here, does anyone have a certain side that they're on in this mother off? Is there anyone that you kind of feel like, okay, girl, you need to kind of, cool it a little bit to remain in this game long term? Because I feel like Mary from the get-go has been on the bottom. Like if I look at the two of them, I feel like, and this is so weird for me to say, but I'm like, Mary might have to be the ones that kind of pull back a little bit and save, get your revenge later on Say, because Say's got all the power right now in the game. She was the one who went out right away, got a 4-person alliance, found the Beware advantage. She has that now. And this is just a battle that when I look at it and I look at the two of them going off at each other, I don't know if Mary has the firepower, let alone the numbers to win this. So maybe it's a situation where she just has to kind of pull back and be like, okay, I'm going to let you do your thing and let me try to regroup some allies to make a move against you later down the road.
Yeah, I think for me, I kind of resonate more with Mary. I mean, I think that I would be more of a Mary player than I would be a Say player. And I do agree with what you're saying. I do think that if Mary just pulls back, I think what you're saying is that it's almost good for Say just to do all the talking and think she's making all the moves, because eventually that could be her downfall. Other players will see her playing so hard. And I think when they have the opportunity, they'll just get rid of her instead of getting rid of Mary. So I do think that that's the right move. But in terms of taking a side, as much as I love watching Say, I think that I'm more on Mary's side just because I think that would be more like my personality.
I agree. I mean, I think that Mary kind of just needs to feed into the others' minds that like Say is dangerous to kind of get them to like, because I feel like last week with Kevin, they were like, oh wait, he's kind of dangerous, and then he went home. So I feel like it's possible for Mary to say, I like Mary over Say. I think if I had to choose a side, I would definitely choose Mary's side, especially because she was like closer with Kevin. Still sad. Every season.
Moment of silence for Kevin. Moment of silence for Kevin. Ollie, what are we thinking? You are like the king of these mother offs. I feel like you should be out there on the island refereeing. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Refereeing the entire situation. So which side are you on? Are you kind of with Tori and Avery being like, we're not really saying we're picking a side in terms of, oh, I like this person more than you. It's just about who we're kind of maybe hope prevails at the end of the day. And Mary definitely has that underdog side where Say is this powerhouse that has all this power when you take a grand look at everything.
Just firstly, I agree I should be on the island. Thank you for saying that, Randy. But I can't pick a side. I love both of them. Like, they're both my mums. They are both mothers to me. So I can't pick a favorite. It's because I just love them for two different reasons. So yeah, I really can't pick a side. I'm so sorry.
And Say,
I want both mothers to prevail.
Say is always in the chat too. So if you're watching, Say, we love you, girl. Keep doing you.
Let's see what love you the most.
Let's see what people are saying in the chat. So Gabe adds in Say and Mary is the new Rome versus Soul of this season. I feel like there was more animosity between Rome and Soul last season.
Definitely.
Let's see.
There's another comparison that I think is
maybe Mary finds the idol tonight. I don't know if there's going to be another idol out there because, if it's not the Beware advantage, but maybe. Adrienne says Say and Mary kind of give off Ricard and Shan started off as enemies. If they come back around together, then like, maybe Adrienne says I'm on team entertainment as long as both of them are there. I'm good because I'm not choosing. That is exactly how Ollie feels. And then let's see. Hollow says I love them both as well. Ollie, you messaged in the private chat that you had a question, so I'm gonna. Yeah. Take the floor. Take the floor.
Well, no, obviously it's to do with last episode, and I asked this question on Got Something For You, but I wanted to know to everyone else. What is everyone's humble trait? Because I showcased my humble trait, and a certain person from Survivor 48 decided to criticize my humble trait.
What was your humble trait? David. Wait, I wasn't able to catch the episode. What was it? Really? Oh.
What?
Okay, I'll go first. You don't have to say it if you don't want to, ladies, as well. But I will say my humble trait is I know David has 4 nipples. I don't have an extra nipple, but I have one giant mole right center of the chest, and it lines up perfectly. So when I was growing up, everyone made the joke that I had a third nipple because it's just perfectly aligned. So that would probably
Chandler Bing references. Did they reference Friends? I don't know if anybody's a Friends fan.
I think okay. This is not a humble trait. This is just a crime against humanity. I've never seen Friends.
What?
I know.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Bye-bye. I did that for all of us.
That's
and it's all right. Randy knows I can do that to him.
Sociopathic tendencies.
Yes, 100%.
Wow.
Also, when they said that, oh my gosh, I just started laughing so much. When they were getting onto Charity for cooking her steaks for getting her steaks well done. Mm-hmm. I don't like steak at all. So I was.
And there he goes again.
He keeps doing that.
Should I just stop talking? I gave you a lot.
That is a lot, definitely. I will say though, I also like my steaks like medium well or well done. So I mean, I'm with you, Charity. If you're watching, I'm with you.
But she does eat steaks. That's the thing.
That's true.
It's not as bad as Randy over here, who just doesn't eat steak. Avery, what about you? Anything?
All right. My humble trait, I'm not going to say it, but I will say it's the same as somebody's on season 48.
Wow.
Ooh.
Do you have a war?
No.
Oh, okay. Just smoke.
I'm trying
let's
to think
see.
of what everybody said. I can't think of them all, but maybe I'll guess. I don't know. Off air, I'll guess, Avery.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, do you have a really deep belly button?
Oh, that could be.
I'm not gonna say
Let's
anything.
say she's gonna leave it up to interpretation.
I'm gonna leave it up to people to decide.
All right, let's see. Phenom, is it? Yeah, Phenom or Phenom, whatever. I have really dry knuckles like Kyle. Oh, that would drive me crazy. Hollow adds in about Friends. It's overrated, Randy. Don't sweat it. Ooh.
I'm judging.
Bad.
Gemini says, "Oh no, I've never seen Friends either. Don't kick me out."
You're my star sign. I'll forgive you.
And then Wild West says, "I literally go to sleep with Friends on my TV. LOL. I know pretty much every episode." Is it really that good?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And Adrienne
It's
says,
good.
"Never mind. Randy can go with that steak comment."
I've seen it like 12 times, I think, all 10 seasons.
Same. It's,
Yeah.
All right.
it's just like something you need to see. I mean, at this point, when there's so many good TV shows out, it's not like life changing. I don't think it's just one of those things you have to see.
There's so
Sorry,
many
I said
shows.
that.
We could be here all day. I've never seen Friends. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Never seen Grey's Anatomy.
Have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
I haven't seen How I Met
This
Your
is a
Mother.
crime.
I've never been in the sitcoms until Schitt's Creek came out, and that was like the first.
Okay,
sitcom
that's a
that I
good
watched.
one.
Okay,
That one
okay.
was-
You are ever so slightly redeeming yourself.
Oh, the cat!
He wouldn't shut up, so.
He
Oh my
wanted to
God.
be seen.
Alright.
Okay,
That's
for
all.
our next segment, I want to. We mentioned Joe.
Wait,
So don't,
Wait.
wait.
Tori didn't say her humble trait.
Oh yeah.
sorry.
I was
Yeah.
trying to think of one. I mean, mine's not that cool, but the only thing I can think of is similar to Ollie's pinky. My like second toe, one of mine kind of goes off to the side like that, like really far off, just like at the top. It's kind of
Dude, I feel that. I didn't even think about like fingers and toes. Like, okay, this is
Everybody has the like iPhone finger,
Right.
like where it goes like down.
I had a lady.
Yeah.
I had a
Oh.
lady one time say
Nope.
that I have toe fingers, and that comment has always like resonated, and it's drove
I
me
can see
Oh my
mad.
God, you do. That's your humble
I can
trait.
see it. That is your
Is
humble
it? Is
trait.
it toe
Yeah.
fingers?
Yeah. that
This
your
is
humble
why
trait.
when I'm modeling with my agency, I never get any hand model
I
opportunities.
can't do any hand modeling because I have scars from rock climbing.
Oh, I bite my nails. They're like, send in your hands, and I'm like, I'd prefer not. Let's just skip this audition. All right, I'm so sorry, Tori. We got on a tangent about Friends and everything. I almost forgot about.
I almost forgot to. It's all good.
I'll tell y'all mine after.
Oh, let's see. Hollow says toe fingers with crying emojis. Randy, that's it. I'm sorry, bro. I have hammer toes. If it makes you feel any better, yes. You got to be
Humble
able to
trait.
share these humble traits and be happy about it. This was honestly in the like 5 years of podcasting, one of my favorite segments we've ever done. That was absolutely amazing. Okay, so we bring up Joe, right? Everyone loves to mention Joe, so I want to leave him out of this question that I'm going to present to you guys because we give him so much praise. But I want to ask each of you, and I'm going to start with Tori here. Through the first 2 weeks, going into episode 3 tonight, who do you have your eye on? This can be like your favorite player. This can be someone that might be in trouble that you want to see how they dig themselves out of it. Who do you have your eye on heading into tonight's episode?
So that's a great question. I have 3 people that come to mind, and maybe I'll narrow it down to one after I kind of like talk through it a little bit. The 3 that I have my eye on right now are Charity, Mitch, and Shaheen. So I think that we're just going to start like this relationship between Charity and Mitch, I think is going to develop a little bit. And I don't know, I think maybe we'll come back to this whole thing, but for now I'll say I've heard that there might be a tribe swap. So I think that could be interesting in terms of like, if they end up together, what they could do together, who they join up with. I think they could be a powerful duo. So I've kind of got my eye on them. And then Shaheen, all I can say about Shaheen is that for some reason, I'm drawn to him. Like everything he says, is just interesting. I'm interested to see kind of like what he does in this game. I think he's smart. So I guess I didn't really narrow it down to one person, but those are kind of like my three that come to mind right now.
Avery, you want to go next? By the way, Tori, I love those three.
Shaheen, I'm going to piggyback off that because I've been keeping an eye on him. I completely agree with you. Like, I'm very interested in how he's going to play this game. I'm also interested in Eva 100%. After like what happened with Star, I'm like interested to see kind of where that dynamic goes. Obviously, Star wants her out, but with Joe, I'm interested to see even just how that duo will end up, if he really sticks to his promise or if he's like, okay, this is a game, never mind. So I'm interested to see that. Hopefully he sticks to his promise because I love them as a duo. But I would say that those are the people that I'm definitely interested in keeping an eye on as of right now.
I love that you both brought up Shaheen, because the thing about Shaheen is I feel like it seems like he's got such a good grasp of the game right now. Like it almost has that feel of what could possibly go wrong for Shaheen. Like, he's on the strongest tribe. He's obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I mistaken? He found one of the Beware advantages or no? No. Okay. I
found it, but
dream about that.
Got Shaheen to help.
Yeah, Shaheen helped, which is why
he has the like hint or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so he obviously has his allies and everything. And the only thing that could derail Shaheen is potentially a tribe swap, which we definitely will get to talking. And I don't know why, there's something in my gut that makes me go, I'm nervous for Shaheen. So I love the Shaheen take of like, let's just keep an eye to see, because we know watching Survivor, there is a thing, you think you're golden, you got this game on lock, and then something flips it and you're just completely screwed moving forward. Ollie, who's the person that you're kind of keeping your eye on heading into tonight's episode?
I'm keeping my eye on Thomas. Like, and that's not in like about it, like it's just I'm keeping my eye on him just because I feel like Thomas has been like, I don't know, we've always heard from Thomas, and I always feel like we're getting little tidbits from Thomas. So I'm very intrigued to see how he navigates his tribe, especially because like even from like the promos, it just seems like we're going to get more from that tribe. And I feel like he's definitely in the mix there. As Hollow said, like something's brewing. Something's brewing. I'm trying to figure out what.
And then I will add in, before we take our ad break and then start getting to some of these polls that we post on Instagram, I'm going to throw out a name that I don't think anyone's talking about. In preseason, I thought she might be someone who gets eliminated very early on, and she still could. But I kind of like her positioning on the tribe, and she's on the Siva tribe, Camilla. I'm keeping my eye on Camilla because there was something last week. Every scene she was in, the focus was on Kyle, but Kyle was going to Camilla.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea of that duo and how far they can make it in the game, because everyone says, and we'll get to this as well, everyone's pointing out how Charity is the obvious vote if this current format of Siva goes to Tribal Council. It seems from what we're seeing that Charity would be the direction that people are going to go. And I don't think, even if it's not Charity, I don't think Camilla would get the fallback. So she's someone that no one's talking about. Everyone's bringing up Mitch. We all love Mitch. We all love Joe. We all love Eva. We all love Shaheen. You have your big players that everyone's talking about. I don't think anyone's talking about Camilla. And I think she's in a really good position moving forward. But we're going to take a quick break. We posted some polls for you guys to vote on, and we're going to discuss those polls as soon as we get back.
Think you're the most knowledgeable Survivor superfan? Well, you can put that to the test with our Fantasy Survivor game. Welcome to Bracketology, fantasy sports for reality TV. We provide fantasy football style games for your favorite shows like Survivor and many more. We also have bracket style elimination challenges. Set your picks once for the whole season to see how your prediction skills fared. And don't forget to check out the season extras like contestant info, where you can see all the bios of each contestant, and our scoring recaps that are published each episode. Download the Bracketology mobile app or play on your computer at fantasy.bracketology.tv. It's entirely free to play, and you can win some awesome prizes. Good luck.
Hey, wait. I'm trying to set my team right now because I forgot to set my lineup. So I just mentioned, hold on. I just mentioned Camilla. I got her. I'm going with Kyle because that duo. I'm going with Mitch because Mitch is incredible. Shaheen because Tori and Avery convinced me that Shaheen better be on my lineup. And then I'm going Thomas because Ollie convinced me that. Oh, sorry, there was a little echo there. I'm going Thomas because Ollie convinced me that Thomas should be on my lineup. So that's my 5. Definitely, if you guys haven't selected your team, make sure to hop over to Bracketology and do that now before the episode. There's a lot of great prizes. A gift package from Katie Tedesco Art, a custom pop figure from Todd Herzog, a custom cameo from your favorite player this season. So you want to make sure to get over there. I'm looking right now. Mason 1126 is in the lead with 283, and Henry is right behind him by 13 points with 270. I see other people. Emily Little, our friend of the podcast, is tied for 4th. How are you guys doing? Are you guys in it? Because I'm currently 172nd.
Oh, well, I know I'm beating you. I can't remember where I am.
Avery, are you in it? Tori, you in it?
I'm not.
No,
you don't get mad at me like last season. I'm sorry.
You got to get in this. You got to
forgot about it again. I need to be reminded. I swear.
And then,
I always forget.
I'll give you guys a quick update of the podcast fantasy standings. Kara continues the lead with 133 points. Bruce is in second, behind by 18. Then Ollie is in third, minus 25. Abraham is in fourth, minus 27. Sierra from Survivor 47 is in fifth with minus 33 back. And then Josh, not a bad week for Josh with only having 2 people. He's now minus 54 back, rounding out the table. So there's all that fantasy stuff. Get that out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and look at these polls that
can I pull up one comment just because I want to be shady?
Yeah.
If you say you like my humble trait, I might put you in.
Yes.
For anyone that doesn't know, he was not a fan of my humble trait. So be nice to the pinky. Be nice to the pinky, David.
If you guys don't know the rivalry between Ollie and David, it is a fun rivalry. It's like a little, I don't know. It's almost like we're in a sitcom and that's like a side story going on right now. And I can promise you guys, I don't want to speak for David, but I feel very confident that David is going to be a guest on Got Something For You, either next season or whenever he can. Phenom also add in, should we start to drink chocolate milk every Wednesday night? Yes. Yes, we definitely should. I will next week. I definitely will. And then Adrian adds in, I will show this comment. My lineup tonight, Joe, Camilla, Kyle, David, and Shaheen.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that lineup. All right, let's get into this, guys. We asked, you voted. This is the segment every week that I stole from Ollie on Got Something For You, where they do the Tribe Has Spoken. But we post the polls on our Instagram. That's the difference. Go vote on our polls every Thursday, Friday for Got Something For You. That's on our X account. But these you can find on our Instagram. And let's get to these polls. I want to ask you guys first. So the first question I posted was, and I want to see what you guys think before I show the results. Will there be a full, not just like one person, a full tribe swap? Then it was a little weird because I did make the one person an option. I said yes, no, or only one person from each tribe will swap. Ollie, I'm going to start with you and then go down the line really quick here. Where are you leaning? Will there be a full tribe swap? We've seen videos where it sure looks like it.
Yeah, I think there will be a full tribe swap.
Avery, Tori, are you guys along same mindset?
Okay, I think there's going to be a tribe swap, but since everybody's saying a full tribe swap, I'll say partial. Maybe not just one, but maybe not just one. Maybe like half of them. Split it. Who knows? Something new.
Tori, what are we thinking?
I do think that there's going to be a full tribe swap. However, the new era always seems to throw us some curveballs. So I think they might do it in an interesting way. I can't give you an example of what the interesting way might be, but that's what I think.
All right, let's get to these results. Let's see where the fans are going. 50% say yes, 39% say no. like maybe they didn't see the preview, or maybe they're like, there's no way. It's the new era. They don't do a tribe swap. And 11% say only one person from each tribal swap. I sure hope there's a tribe swap.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's easy to do. You can't use the 26-day, 39-day excuse. Like, you can do a tribe swap. Just mix it up. All right, next question I got for you guys. Who is at the bottom of the Siva tribe? This is a fun one. We had 3 options. The options were technically 4, but Charity, our friend David, who's popped in the chat here, Camilla, who's not getting a lot of screen time right now, or other, which would be Mitch, Kyle, or Chrissy. So I'm going to go to Tori first. Tori, what are we thinking? Who's at the bottom of that tribe, and maybe why?
I did vote for this one, and I said Charity only because I wouldn't say other like Chrissy or somebody, because she seems like she's in the foursome. How strong really is that 4? We don't really know yet, but she is in it. And then all the others seem like they at least have one other person. Like Camilla seems like she has Kyle. And yeah, it just seems like everybody has somebody. Yes, Charity has Mitch, but those 2 seem like they're on like the outside of everybody else.
Avery, Ollie, agree with Tori?
I completely agree. I completely agree with Tori. I think it's Charity. Even though she has Mitch, I feel like people would rather her go than Mitch. And I feel like Mitch has more of a chance of like getting in with everyone else than she does.
Ollie, back my girl Charity up here. Or do you think it's Charity on the bottom as well?
See, I was just deciding whether I want to be petty and say David just because. No, I'm going to go with Charity as well. Sorry.
Well, let's see. Everyone is saying it's actually gone up to 91% on the live on Instagram. But when we took the polls, when we closed them, 90% on Charity, 3% on Camilla, 6% other. Nobody thinks that David is on the bottom of this tribe. Nobody thinks chocolate.
Hold on, I'll change that. Hold on, let me go.
All right, final question we got for you guys. And this is another kind of unique one we haven't done yet. Will it be a unanimous vote at tribal council? So far, we've seen one disaster tribe kind of go to tribal council. If there is a tribe swap, everything can get shuffled around. So who really knows? This is Survivor at the end of the day. Avery, I'm going to start with you this time. Will it be a unanimous vote? Yes or no?
No. I'm going to just go with no.
I mean, I feel like the odds are definitely more on the side of no than yes, because you know how hard it is to have a unanimous vote.
Right.
Tori, Ollie,
especially if there's a tribe swap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Especially.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with no as well.
Sorry, I didn't know who was going next. But yeah, I was also going to go with no. I think that even if there's not a tribe swap, enough people, like we've had at least one adventure or whatever you want to call it, journey. There we go. And so people know that people are likely to have some sort of advantage or beware advantage that they found on the island. So I think that unanimous votes are hard when you know that those are out there.
And let's see if the fans agree with you guys. 81% said no, 19% say yes. And Tori, I'm going to start with you on a very good follow-up question that we got here. So Adrienne says, based on hearing that tonight is supposed to be historic, I'm going to say no. And then a lot of people adding into the chat. I'm going to pull up Jay's here. What's this historic moment that Jeff is talking about? Brings it up here as well. What do you guys think is the historic moment that Jeff talked about at Tribal? I mean, that's why we're here on this pre-show. So Tori, not to put you on the spot, but what could this be? Do we have kind of a feeling of what this historic moment could end up being?
The only thing that I can think of right now is if there is a tribe swap and a tribe with multiple advantages goes to tribal council, maybe we see a pre-merge advantage get-in. I think that's what they called it in Game Changers when Sari got out without getting any votes, and it was only because everybody played their advantages. I wonder if we get something like that.
Oh, that's one of my favorite moments of all time. Not for Sari. I'm so sorry, Sari.
Oh my gosh, Sari, love you.
But, that was so incredible, like television. Like
So
it
good.
was so good. Avery, what are we thinking? Do you have a
I'm gonna go with one of the comments. I don't know who can put it up there. I can't put it up there. But that everyone gets a vote. Someone votes for everyone. That would
Ollie
be,
and I tried putting it up at the same time.
That would be really interesting to see. I would also love to see like a rock draw again, but I just don't feel like that's happening tonight. Maybe not even this season, but I would like to see one at some point.
Everyone gets a vote is crazy.
I think that would be so insane.
And it's like, I feel like it would be chaotic on the revote because everyone would be like, "Oh, I got to change my vote,"
and then it could just happen again and go to a rock draw.
Yo,
imagine if it just happened multiple times and it went to the draw.
That kind of happened to me on my season of Expedition Online. Not to go on a long tangent, but there was only 4 of us. And one person voted for me and one person voted for this guy, Holden. They were working together. And so on the revote, the guy who voted for Holden switched and the girl who voted for me switched. So it was 1-on-1 again. And then they had to do the whole conversation and they were trying to be polite in front of us. So they're like, I want to go with my first option, but we should go with my second. And it got super confusing. Legendary moment when it happened for us. That would be a legendary moment if it actually happened on the show. Ollie, what's your take? What are we thinking? Because we had another one here as well that I'll show in a second. I didn't know.
I feel like it was what everyone in the chat was kind of alluding to what I was maybe thinking, which is possibly all shot in the darks get played.
Oh,
like
that would be good.
Leave it up.
Imagine everyone shot in the dark gets used because they're worried. Or like it could be a case of like kind of similar to what Tori said about Advantage Geddon.
I wonder
like the people. Sorry, you go.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say I wonder what would happen, like what Jeff would do if everyone played their shot in darks. Because obviously not everyone's gonna be safe, not everyone's gonna be not safe.
That's why it's a historic moment. That's possibly why he said it.
There has to be written in the rules, though, don't you think? That because I've heard on like Tyson's podcast that whenever there's an advantage, like all the rules are laid out. So I wonder if like when the players get their shot in the dark, there's like in fine print what happens if everybody plays their shot in the dark the same one. I wonder if it's just like clean slate and everybody revotes. I don't know. That would be kind of lame.
There's got to be. They have to thought about that. Or think about that.
I always hope it's going to be like rocks drawn. That's what I would.
Oh my god, that would be so crazy.
That would.
Let's see. Phenom Bliss adds in. Maybe someone refuses to vote. I don't think Jeff would let this happen.
No.
I don't think. Yeah,
no,
I don't think there's
yeah. Jeff was as much as it would be funny. I feel like Jeff was more jovial. Like if that happened, I feel like Jeff would like crucify the person.
I feel like Jeff would just be like, "Let me tell you how this is going to go. You're going to go vote, or you're going to be exiting the game."
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly how it would go. All right, we have a new segment this week. I didn't have the graphic, but we're going to get a graphic next week. I'm going to work on it. And this is, we wanted to give you guys the chance to actually vote. So I posted on Instagram, who is going home tonight? Make your prediction. You guys gave me a ton of responses. Ollie, are you ready to keep track? I'm going to read these like a vote, and then we are going to reveal who got the most votes and who you guys think's going home, and then we're going to make our own predictions. So here we go. First vote, Charity. Second vote, Say. Third vote, Star. Fourth vote, someone we haven't brought up, Bianca. Fifth vote, Cedric. So far, everyone's got a vote. I can't say. Okay. Next vote, Say. Next vote, Charity. Then I'm going to rapid fire these if you're ready. I got one for Cedric, one for Star, one for Charity, one for Say, one for Justin. Haven't heard Justin yet. One for Mary, one for Star. Are you good, Ollie? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm there.
Okay, rapid fire. We got like 8 more. One for Star, one for Thomas, one for Say, one for someone brought in Australia. That's funny. One for Mary, and then one for Cedric, and then one for Charity, one for Star, and one for Mary. Those are all the votes.
Wait, who is the Australian one? I'm intrigued.
Someone said AJ or Jesse.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. While you tally those up, let's go ahead and make our predictions on who we think's going home tonight. Avery, let me go to you first. Where are you leaning? What? I've been going to Tori. She's a new member, and I go to her first for everything. Put her on the spot. You have experience now.
Okay. I feel like. Wait, did Star figure out the I don't know, right? No. Okay. Then I feel like they're gonna. I feel like no. Y'all, this is hard. Okay, I'm sorry. They've been kicking butt at challenges, that tribe. So
do you need me? Do you need me to go to Tori first?
No. Yeah.
Okay, Tori, where are you leaning while Avery thinks here?
So I'm gonna give 2 answers. I know that that's not really fair, and I did this last week too, so I'm already breaking rules over here. But
hey, we make the rules up as we go.
Perfect. I love breaking rules. Let's do it. So if we do not get a tribe swap, which I'm pretty positive that we are going to get one, but if we don't, I think that green's back to tribal. I think that it's one of those tribes that's just going to go to tribal every time, pretty much, similar to Emily's tribe on 45. Anyway, if that does happen, I think that it's going to be Cedric. I think somehow, like we talked earlier about how it'd be great if Mary and Say could get together. And I somehow think that they're going to find it in themselves to work on the same page for at least, I think it's going to be a vote to vote basis. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that it's going to be Cedric if that happens. And then if we do get a tribe swap, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I did have Star in mind just because of kind of like her telling so many different people different things. I wonder if we get her like running around trying to, I don't know, trying to talk, not that it's a bad thing to talk to people, but like kind of trying to talk to too many people and do something with too many people. I could maybe see her doing that just because of what we saw last week. So that I guess is what comes to mind, but I don't necessarily, I think I might have a better answer if I had more time to think about it, but that's what I'll say for now.
Yeah, put you on the spot. It's tough. It's tough when you're on the spot to really think of like, oh, what are the dynamics right now? Who's actually like on the bottom? Avery, do we have anyone? Because Tori kind of sided with you on maybe the Star side of things. So have you had a chance?
Maybe Star. But I also think, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. My brain is blanking on his name. But the other guy from her tribe.
It's Thomas, Shaheen, or Joe are the guys.
Oh, Thomas. Because Shaheen was like all like worried when he was like hide it, just hide it. So I'm curious to see if he'll be like, oh, he's a threat, and like get everyone else to be like, oh, he's a threat. I don't know. I feel like I want to keep an eye on him because of last week. So I'm interested to see like what Shaheen's gonna like do with him saying that. Like I wonder if he's just gonna ignore it and it's gonna go nowhere, or if he's gonna be like, oh, that was him trying to make a move. Let's change this up, you know?
It would be definitely shocking. I mean, especially if we get like a 1-1-1-1 vote or something, or maybe everyone plays their shot in the darks. It could be someone who's not on the bottom. Like Thomas looks in a good position, but I mean, if it's going to be something historic, it could be a situation where someone gets screwed at the end of the day who was in a really good spot. So I kind of like the Thomas take, honestly. Ollie, go ahead and reveal the votes, and then afterwards I want to hear who you think.
So with one vote, we had Bianca, Justin, and Thomas. With 2 votes, we had Mary. Oh no, sorry, Mary
only got 2 votes. That's insane.
Mary had 3. Sorry, Mary had 3. Cedric also had 3. Charity and Say had 4, but the person most people think with 5 is Star.
Ooh, so the people have said Star's going home tonight. We're gonna see if you guys are right. And starting tonight, I'm actually gonna keep tally on how much you guys are right. So if Star goes home tonight, you're 1-0. If she doesn't, then you're 0-1. So we're gonna keep tally, and we're going to have a fun little game that you guys can interact with each and every week. So vote before the pre-show on who you think's going home, and we'll do this new segment, which gets you guys more involved at home, which definitely we want to do. Ollie, where are you leaning at the end of the day? You hear what the people think. You've heard Avery. You've heard Tori. Where are you leaning?
I think the person that is leaving tonight is someone that was a contestant on Survivor 48.
Incredible analysis.
Love it.
I'm really unsure. I really don't know.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Especially because you said it's going to be historic. So I feel like it's not going to be the obvious what you would think.
Right.
So I feel like my answer is the right answer. So well done, mate.
We'll just have to wait and see. But we are literally 8 minutes away from the start of episode 3 of Survivor 48. This season needs to slow down, right? We're already on week 3. Like, pause a little bit, right? We want to enjoy this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Survivor 48 pre-show. Make sure to follow all of us lovely people on social medias. And then you can also, if you're watching this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on X, make sure to leave us a follow and make sure to tune back in right after the show for the Survivor 48 after show with myself, Josh, Abraham, Bruce. You're not going to want to miss it. The entire crew is back. Much like Avery, Josh has been missing the past couple of weeks. So we got to hear what Josh has to say. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will catch you next time. Have a good one, guys.